before Boss Hog and Cooter get in front of me.
We are in Windsor, Connecticut, and we are here for the twin mill Corvette.
But this little town, man, it's full of good people, but there's not much going on.
Old John has really done it now. He better straighten her out quick, or else Boss Hog might make a deal with them gas monkey boys. Now, wouldn't that be a hell of a kick in the drawers?
So we're out here in Walnut Springs, Texas, having a little car show party with my buddy John Clay Wolfe. If you don't know John Clay Wolfe, go to givemethevin.com and check it out. But I think he's basically like Boss Hog of this town now. He's bought up a bunch of this and making it into a real destination. We're just like 30, 40 minutes outside of Fort Worth. It's kick-ass. This is the first of many, many car shows we're gonna have out here, and we got a hell of a turnout, so let's go look at some cars.
I put more money in this damn thing. People must think I'm drunk and stupid. And I'm starting to think the same. And I can't do it all. I'm getting it started. Well, I didn't get it started. Dauber got it started. A guy named Dauber was the first one to come in and put a restaurant in with some pizzazz and some clout. And then Laura did the Rattlesnake. She leased the Rattlesnake from him next door. And then they got a fight. And Laura opened the new Rattlesnake, the big one. And then I bought in with Laura and Paul. And then this is Weber's Barbecue, which is awesome, by the way, but he and his old lady split up, so he just shut her down. So I need to talk him into opening back up, because he's too good to be closed. Boss Hog owns this one, this one, this one, and then Dauber, which is Blackie's Bait Shop, is this one and this one. The Boss Hog doesn't want to sell that one next to Dauber, because he likes spraying water on him when Dauber's grilling his steaks, because he hates Dauber, so he messes with him. Now this is Dauber's, he started it, and then he leased it to Laura, because he wasn't making it work. Then he and Laura got in a fight, and they went down there to open the new one. Said, screw you, Dauber. So this one sits closed for a while, and then a new guy just opened it up. He's leasing from Dauber. I was like, hey, would you mind not calling it the Rattlesnake? And he's like, hey, would you mind kissing my ass? What would it take to get you to change the name?
I wouldn't do it.
Come hell or high water?
I wouldn't change it for $1 million. For $1 million. For $1 million. For $1 million.
Like, well, that's not very cool. He's like, well, this is the original Rattlesnake. That one's the imposter. I'm like, dude, you just showed up here 5 minutes ago and you leased it. Just call it something else. So there's a Rattlesnake versus Rattlesnake dilemma going on. I guess with every small town, you need a little drama, so that's your drama. You know, this Texas Rattlesnake Rally we're going to have in May, I think this place could turn into Sturgis once a week. I really do. Bike Rally Week. They need a big one in Texas. Texas is a big place, big ideas. This is right in the middle of hill country. The thing about Sturgis is everybody rides. They ride the mountains. And like Daytona and Galveston, there's nowhere to ride. You ride up down the beach for a minute. But out here, there's touring trails everywhere. And this little town, man, it's like the Broken Spoke or Full Throttle already. It's a campground that is actually a town. And I think it's gonna work bigger than we think it's gonna work. I bought the Rattlesnake because it's like Full Throttle or Broken Spoke right there in town. I see this deal getting big. But this little town, man, it's full of good people. But there's not much going on. It's just like Exchange Street, you know, like in the north side of Fort Worth. It's just one little strip. It's an old cowboy deal. And all that's here is a couple of bars and a couple of restaurants, and that's it. That's it. So this is Party Town. It's the party for the center of the hill country. And that's what I see it being. All we're doing is working on stuff. We're just building stuff. But yeah, this is a cool little town in the middle of nowhere, but it's not far from everywhere. It's only an hour from DFW. I got to get the town. I think they're cool. I work with the mayor, even though I call him Cooter, and he calls me Jackass. We both want the same thing. Where we locked this road off last week for the car show. It had a good vibe. I think we should do that every week. And I think right here we should just, Every good weather weekend, this thing needs to be closed off. What'd you think about the car show?
It was f***ing badass, dude. It was top tier. For our first show in Walnut Springs, I think we had more people at the show than actually lived in Walnut Springs. It was a badass show.
For sure.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be that big this weekend. You know, I did a lot of shit talking on Instagram. A lot of shit talking. And I was throwing that flyer out left and right as much as I could. So we did have a pretty badass turnout. And
Ken just said he loaded the whole town by himself.
that's not what I said. I just said I was talking a lot of shit. That's all I said.
What's up, baby? It's your boy DJ Pre-K. We out here, Walnut Springs, Texas. As you can see, man, we bringing it the player way. Sitting low like a spider, fat white walls. Ooh-wee, baby. Yeah, screwed up garage, bringing it to you like only Texas can do it. GiveMeTheVin.com, John Clay Wolfe Show, baby. Ow!
Now, I did notice that you would get drunk about every 30 minutes and decide to fire up your motorcycle.
That was not just me. Yeah, there were kids there.
Egging you on?
There were kids there, you know, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool." You know? Of course, when I did it, that asshole with the NASCAR truck next to me, I felt that shit in my chest, dude. And as soon as we started doing that, dude, everybody started crowding around us, and then everyone else started revving theirs. It was top tier, dude. It was one of the best.
You started a movement?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Rev movement, redline that shit.
And the quality of the car was high.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, insane. There was such a wide range too. I mean, I think mine was probably the only one that was under construction. But in betweens, you know, we even had a Cybertruck that came out there, motorcycles, all sorts of badass shit. It was dope.
Dadgum Twin Mills here. Where are you gonna park it? I have no idea. I think right there. So I haven't seen the Twin Mill since me and Dennis went up to Connecticut and bought it.
We are in Windsor, Connecticut. Sean P., the road warrior, 1,700 miles. Richard Rawlings is here. He's got half the money this time. And we are here for the Twin Mill Corvette, an exceptional Hot Wheels car, which Richard is big time in Hot Wheels. And I'm not going to bring him in because he's a Hot Wheel guy, but because he actually has a lot more money than Sean and I have at this point.
Oh, come on, dude. If I had your money, I'd burn mine. But no, this car, the history on it is insane because the Twin Mill got made into a Hot Wheel because of the designer designed it. He worked for Hot Wheels for what, like 30 years?
Yeah, it was Ira.
Yeah, and they never made the real car, so somebody made one that kind of looked like it. But this is made off the original specs, right?
Yes.
I think we're still working on it a little bit. Dennis has had it at his shop because we're busy trying to get ready for SEMA, and then it's going to end up coming to my shop and get finished out. So hopefully we'll get it all ready, tricked out, and it'll go to Bear Jackson to the highest bidder. I'm pretty stoked on it. It's pretty badass.
First time out, I'm going to say this was a success. I've met more people that are great people today. I wish I could have seen more cars because I've just been talking to all you guys, and so many people traveled so far and listened to our bullshit on the radio and decided to come out here and give this a whirl, and I thank you for coming. Honorable mention, top 10. I did not do any of the judging, so do not hate on me. Joe White with the 64 Impala is an honorable mention. Bud Cobb with a 69 Z28 is honorable mention. David Murray, Charles Moore, Lynn Brokaw, Dale Brock, Mike Lee, Grace Brown. Mark Cuban, best Mopar. We all love Mopars. Clint, 68 Roadrunner. Clint Bowles. Congratulations. Best Ford. So this is where Mark Cuban doesn't get pissed because his pappy won best Ford. Jimmy Cuban with 64 Galaxy. Best paint, Greg Parsley, 73 Coupe. Best truck, Michael Scott with a 64 C10. People's Choice Award, Ronnie Vaughn. It says something. They just don't know what it is. What can it's parked here. You can tell us about it. What
It's just a daggum rad rod.
Okay. Is it the one over here on the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Best overall. So this would be AKA Best in Show. Yes. The big enchilada. Pat McMahon with his 67 Camaro. I'm appreciating that all you guys trusted all of us enough to come out here today and give it a shot. And I hope that your experience was awesome. It's just a party town, man. It's a great place for the automotive and bike culture for Central Texas Hill Country. And it's right here in Walnut Springs. And thank y'all so much for coming. Appreciate it. We had some cars out there, 100 granders, real ones that weren't ours. That were nice.
Oh, yeah.
There was a quality of car out there that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, insanity, man.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere that you look, there was just something. There was always top tier in every corner.
Rawlings bought an Impala. Richard did. I haven't talked to Hot Rod Kyle yet to see what he did. I was so busy. Now I know what it feels like to be Richard Rawlings, because that day I was.
Yeah.
They really enjoyed it. That was fun, man. That felt good. That was a blast.
Yeah.
I need to take the general lead to town, do some burnouts just to stir up that Boss Hog and Cooter.
Gotta make sure you pick up Daisy on the way.
There is no Daisy in this town. Make me a Diablo sandwich and make it fast, because I'm in a damn hurry.
Well, looks like old Johnny Boy's finally got her straightened out. So the General's off on another ride. Till next time, we'll be seeing you, partner.
Okay, that one got a little weird.